Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna give you a little walk around my home gym. I'm gonna start a timer to keep me honest. I only wanna do about 10 minutes of this and try to get through as much as I can quickly. I'm just gonna work my way around the garage, but I do mostly CrossFit workouts. I've been working on building this gym for about 10 years, so none of this happened overnight. Some of this is older stuff I've had, some of this is newer, but just working my way around. I've got a bench that sits here a majority of the time. Like I said, I do CrossFit, so I don't bench a lot. I bring it out for one arm dumbbell rows more than I bench, probably. Foam roller, set of 15-pound hex dumbbells that I think about for my wife. They don't come out that often. 100-pound sandbag, strongman bag, that does come out sometimes. Accessory stuff, I actually like that a lot. A set of kettlebells here. I got a set of 35, a 53, and a 70. Good stuff. I've got two Dynamax wall balls, 20-pounders. Oddly enough, I actually bought this one. It got a little lopsided, and I contacted Dynamax about it, and they sent me this one for free. No questions asked. Good people. Let's see. Distance wheel. Some miscellaneous mobility stuff. There's probably stuff all over the place, but here's a couple things that just happen to be here today. Gymnastics, wraps, almost never use them, but I've had them for a long time, probably 12 years. Longer than I started building this gym, honestly. Some mechanics gloves. These are awesome. I've had these for a long time. I used to live in Colorado, and warming up in the mornings, these were great. I'm trying to find a set just like this one. I think they kind of changed how they made them since back in the day. I think in like 2014 for the CrossFit Games, gloves became really popular, and I found these, and I love them. I love them, especially if I'm doing like handstand walking, like I said, or if I'm doing a lot of dumbbell work and it's hot outside. I'm a sweater, and it just helps me keep grip on there. Again, faster. Ab mat. I probably had this longer than almost anything. I had a buddy of mine set me up my first like gym package, and it was this, these wraps, or I'm sorry, these gymnastics wraps, and a set of rings, and I still use all of them. They're all great. Some of these miscellaneous things here. I've got some resistance bands. I've got one Rogue one that's really nice, and then I've got a couple ones that I got from this company called Polygon on Amazon recently to kind of mix it up. Super cheap, same thing. It was awesome. Got a couple jump ropes. My main one here is this RX Smart Gear. I've had these handles for, I don't know, at least 6 years, if not longer than that. I change out the rope probably every 6 months. This one's kind of actually pretty new. I think it just got it. Titan Farmers carry handles. They don't come out that often, but they're kind of cool if you got a little extra time and I really want to load it up and see what I can do. You can put a lot of weight on these, which is cool, but a lot of time they sit right there. Barbells. I've got a Rogue Ohio bar. That's my workhorse that I use all the time. This is my original, again, faster barbell. I don't even think it had a name when I bought it. I think I bought it in 2012. It's whatever one they sold at the time. I don't even know. It's kind of nice to have a second barbell sometimes. It's just a beater though. I've got a lifting belt, which I use for very rarely, but a heavy squat day, a heavy deadlift day, something like that maybe. This Hybrid Athletics barbell brush is awesome. If you don't have one, if you've not heard it, check it out. I wish I would have known this sooner. I wish I would have got it the day I got my barbell. This will add life to your barbell. Super awesome. Here's bumper plates. I basically got a Monster Light strip along a stud here. I was a little nervous when I first did this. I didn't know if it was going to hold, but it's been fine so far. It's been up for maybe a year now. But I got the Rogue Echo bumper plates. This was actually my second set of bumpers. I had originally a set of Pendlays, which I wish I would have kept. Now that in hindsight, they were awesome. These Echoes are fine, and they're cool and they're flashy, but they're not as good as those Pendlays that I had back in the day. Anyway, they're nice. They paid for, the Pendlays that I sold paid for these ones, so they look nice. I got a match set. I've got actually more weights than I did before, which is cool. Some random 10s and 5s and 2.5s and fractionals that I've gotten over the years. Nothing fancy, but I'd say the 5s and at least a set of 2.5s come out pretty regularly. Whiteboard that I just built. I just had like a whiteboard section that I framed in on a piece of wood. Nothing fancy, but this can come off the wall. I go outside, do whatever. It's nice to have. Let's see, Mixod, Monster Light stuff I've gotten here. Sometimes I'll just hang miscellaneous stuff from the gym in here. I've got, this is an interesting rack actually. This originally was an SML2 squat stand, if you can see it. And what I did was I took the two uprights and the pull-up bar that came with it, and I converted it into a wall mount. And by converted it, what I mean is I've got a very talented father who machined me feet that actually slide into the tube. So this doesn't, you buy these uprights normally when you're doing a wall, right, where this is connected. This piece here is a separate piece that slides into the tube that we built custom in there to make this a wall mount. And then what I did was I did a custom order from Rogue to get 30-inch arms here to support to the wall. That way I can do kipping either direction. You know, I'm what, 5'9". I've never had a problem kipping facing the wall or away from the wall. 30 inches seems like just right for me. Anyway, set of rings. I recently got these rash guards here. I think they actually just put their brand name on some gymnastics company. I can't think of the name of it. But these are nice. These are lifesavers. I used to use these rock tape wraps for my arms, which are also awesome. I've got a Matador that sits up here a lot of the time. Occasionally I take it out. This was like a Facebook Marketplace find that I just, at the time, just wanted to have it in my repertoire. I've got 4 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to keep cranking. I've got Rogue Echo Bike. This was my second to last cardio piece that I bought. And I got a Concept 2 behind that. Concept 2 rower. If you're in between these two on buying one, Concept 2. Yeah, I think it's the better of the two if you're getting one. I have a mother-in-law who deals in plastics, and she hooked me up with this plastic here. So this is where I do handstand push-ups, wall walks, things like that. It's nice to have that there. I've got a Condor Sentry vest with the Rogue contoured plates inside of there. I've got a Rogue hanger here. I literally just found that. Somebody was giving that away on Facebook Marketplace, basically, and I snagged that. So it keeps the stuff out of the way. Built a pair of parallettes. These were literally the schematics from the CrossFit Journal from way back in the day. I'd had a wrist injury a long time ago, and I had a hard time doing push-ups flat, so that's actually why I built these. But they come out every now and again. You can do L-sits on them, all sorts of stuff. Trap bar, I was having some back problems, and I bought a trap bar just kind of impulsively. It sits up here most of the time. I got a Rogue sled here. Sometimes I'll bust that out. It doesn't get out as much as I'd like it to because it's kind of a hassle, but you know, if you've got the extra money and you just kind of want to have it, cool. This is a cool piece. This is a custom thing that my dad and I built. Basically, it fits between my two silencer pads. So if you want to do deadlifts from not a deficit, or I'm sorry, a surplus, this will level out with that, so you could do deadlifts and whatever, or anything you want to do from one level plane. This is my original box that also my dad and I built. It's awesome, so I can't bring myself to get rid of it. I bought this before I moved away from Colorado, though, just so I could pick it up from the warehouse. This is their foam one. That is also awesome. Leaf blower. Every garage gym owner should have one. This is my original set of rings from Again Faster. Pretty sweet. I've got a pair of spotter arms here for my rack in case I'm lifting heavy by myself. Rogue GHD. I picked this up on Craigslist, I think, for like $350, $400. It was a long drive to get it, but it was worth it at the time, and I use it all the time. For people who don't think they will, I do. This was my most recent buy. This is the Air Runner. I picked it up on Facebook Marketplace for like $1,800, which is a steal. But I moved to an area recently where it's very, very hilly, and it was murder on my knees, so I didn't want to do it anymore. Fan, big industrial fan. Bring that out in the summer. It's awesome. Sound. This is a Bluetooth. This is a Marshall Acton 2. Awesome. Love it. I just usually have a laptop here, and I do Spotify. And the last thing I'll show, I have a rig outdoors. I used to be in a garage that had more room. Now I don't. So my wife let me buy this. It's a custom 4 12-foot uprights, and then I've got the Spiel bar up on this side. I already had a set of doubles pull-up bars here that I used to have on my old wall rig. I used to do that instead of those 30-inch ones that I mentioned there. And what I can do is I can do my muscle-ups up top here, and over on this side I can do 12-foot rope climbs. And then over here, I've got the wall ball target for wall balls. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna stay honest and stay to 15 minutes. I'd love to talk more about this. If you see anything you're curious about and I didn't cover more about, let me know. Thanks.